Well, you heard it here first. As the special military operation in Iran continues on into its second week, billions of dollars worth of global trade remains in limbo as the trade routes around the region are shut down. Around 20% of all the world's oil and gas trade goes through the Strait of Hormuz, a narrow passage that Iranian attacks have effectively cut off. Now, despite being an obvious design flaw, this has done two things. It has reduced the supply of energy flowing to places like Asia and Europe, and it has simultaneously increased shipping rates for any vessel brave enough to make a run for it. The Financial Times has reported that a very large crude carrier passing through the strait up to China can now charge as much as $500,000 per day on what is typically a 7-day journey. They aren't rushing down mid and hoping for the best, though. In an attempt to avoid hostilities, these ships have been changing their AIS transponders to mark themselves as Chinese-owned ships with Chinese crew aboard. China, while not a formal military ally, is a very close strategic economic partner to Iran, and by far the largest indirect purchaser of sanctioned Iranian oil. Blowing up Chinese ships might sour the relationship between one of the last big friends they have left. Now, some of the vessels putting on this Chinese disguise and making a run for it have been more convincing than others. AIS data has shown that the Iron Maiden, a Western-named iron ore carrier, changed its signal to Chinese owner on the 5th of March before exiting the strait. This might not hold up to any scrutiny at all, but the hope is that the Iranians have bigger things to focus on right now, so the ruse cruise will be good enough or long enough to make the passage. Despite these clever tactics, shipping routes and the energy markets they facilitate are still in disarray, threatening warflation that could spread across the globe. To ease concerns of shipping companies losing their significant financial assets, President Donald Trump announced a $20 billion reinsurance program for oil tankers and other maritime traffic caught up in the conflict. After the announcement was made, some experts on the issue of international trade pointed out that the threat of getting blown up by Iranian missiles was a bigger obstacle than getting insurance coverage. To keep up to date on this evolving issue, make sure you're subscribed to the Daily Disinformation. Real news in satirical times.